Hey, what's happening? Just wanted to hop online. I haven't done a live stream in a while. I know I was kind of getting into that second cup thing, and then I kind of jumped off of that second cup thing, and I just finished up teaching my last lesson for the week. Well, maybe not necessarily for the week, but certainly before Christmas. So wanted to hop on while I had everything still hooked up and just say hello to everybody and wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, all of that stuff. And just as I was getting off of my lesson, I did see the news that Leslie West had passed, and just thought that was not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do a somber note about missing Leslie West. I know he'd been ill for at least the last several days. I've seen postings about him being in the hospital. So very sad news. He was certainly a hero of mine, as well as a hero of my heroes. So yeah, Godspeed, Leslie West. And I know I didn't do a live stream after Eddie Van Halen passed just a month ago. Has it been a month already? A little more than a month? It's been, may have even been longer now. I'm losing track of time because 2020 is like a void. But wow, what a year for music and losing musical icons. This 2020 is the year that just won't quit. I'll tell you what. So yeah. Hey, Verity, good to see you. Merry Christmas. Thank you for jumping on for a second. I do promise I'm going to get back to doing the second cup thing. I really loved the idea of it. I still think it's a great idea. And I just realized that I was failing at it in a couple of really key ways that I needed to kind of step back from. A, um, because of technology and not really being set up for better camera operation and lighting and stuff like that, that the look of my videos was not looking very good, and the audio was certainly not very good either. So getting to a place where I can control that a bit better, I think I feel much better about that now. I've rectified things as of about a month ago, especially after losing my recording computer. It took a dive on me this year. It was a really great year to do that while none of us are traveling and performing, and 80% of our income is just evaporated. That was really convenient. But that has been rectified, thanks to some very, very generous angels that have invested in new music from me and wanting to make sure that happens. So I've brought on a few executive producers, if you will, that have allowed me to replace said recording computer, which allows me to get this computer back to just doing live streaming. And it also gives me a better way to route audio through my recording system straight to my other computer. So yay, rather than having one computer trying to do everything, doing all the huffing and puffing, I think it's better set up. So hopefully you're seeing better video quality than I had capabilities of doing before. And hopefully the audio quality is much better. The other thing I was having an issue with was a lot of these clients are really set up for voice recognition and filtering out other noises, and the guitar can be a noise. So hopefully the guitar sounds much more like a guitar and less like a garbled 8-bit terrible video game mishap. So I do look forward to doing much more Second Cup coming up in the future, maybe as early as tomorrow. I thought about doing it today, but I had to teach well into the afternoon and I'm well past my second cup of coffee. So just thought I would hop on and say hello to everyone very quickly. So this video is here just to recognize the passing of a giant, a mountain of a guitar player, if you will, Leslie West, as well as say Merry Christmas to everybody. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully this year has ended much better for you guys than it has started. It has certainly thrown a never-ending stream of curveballs. But just a quick update on where I am. Thank God for online lessons. It has literally kept me alive. Since even with the computer being down stuff, I've not even live streamed that much beyond doing the Second Cup stuff that you guys have watched. I did one live stream with my good friend Glenn Pridgeon earlier this year. We were trying to work out another one. We just haven't been able to lock that down. We were hoping to get one done before Christmas, and just with everybody's schedule that they are thankfully still working, that it just wasn't able to be brought together. So hopefully we'll have another one for you very soon. And I'm also looking at, considering we really don't know when we're going to be able to tour and when we're going to be able to perform. Basically, I have needed to reassess, what am I doing professionally? What am I doing to pay bills and all that stuff? And teaching, while it has been a focal point in my career for many, many years. I started teaching music lessons in high school. And I've certainly had periods of my life where I've taught as close to full-time as possible while I was performing. It has really been more of a side income while I've really been focused on recording and touring and all of that stuff. So I've kept a relatively small handful of students off and on over the last several years. And really that went from a side income to a lifeline. So I have reopened up my lesson schedule to take on more students. And with their help, and again, with the help of these investors in me, allowing me to up my video quality and my audio quality to where that will allow me to convey better information over the internet, because teaching in person is always preferred. But certainly we're having to deal with not being able to do that for at least a good while longer. And with travel, online lessons has been a blessing for me anyway, to keep my students on the schedule and up to speed with everything that we're working on regularly while I'm traveling. So this is really a blessing for me. So yeah, so there's more of that. If you're interested in any of that stuff, please hit me up. I'm not trying to take on a full roster of students, but I do have a few openings left that I'd like to try to fill early next year. So if you know people that are interested in lessons, I would love to help with anything. Guitar, 7-string, 8-string, not my forte, but I have one. Classical guitar, other styles of guitar, improvisation, music theory. I was a theory and composition major in college. Very interested in songwriting, very interested in music production and recording music. So if there's anything I can help you with any of the technology you've got, tone production is certainly easily 50% of everything that we talk about in music lessons anyway. So if you've got some gear that you're struggling with, and I certainly struggle with modern technology and modeling amps and stuff like that, I prefer Marshalls and PVs and oranges and all of that good stuff. And at the moment, I'm playing through an HX Stomp. And it sounds great, especially just for going direct. That's just going straight into my interface. And it sounds pretty good, but it's taken me a long time of just tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it to get to where I feel like that's a pretty decent approximation of what a guitar should sound like in a tube amp. So if you want advice and help on any of that stuff, I'm certainly available to talk about that stuff. Long-term lessons, short-term lessons, all that stuff. Just send me a message. Beyond that, Second Cup will be coming back. I'm hoping to also branch out into some other things where maybe I can do some live streaming from home. I'd like to hopefully do some stuff where I can make it fun when it is safe to get together with friends of mine and do something special that's unique that you can get when you're playing with live musicians. You know, while we can't go to venues, maybe if this can turn into a thing where I can entertain good friends of mine that I love making music with, and we can maybe share a meal and then share a little improvisation and maybe a little music playing together. That might be something that we can do here on a once a month basis or a every other week basis or something like that. But I will be doing the Second Cup thing on a pretty regular basis. I don't know if it'll be once a week, might be a couple times a week. I'm still wanting to stay pretty kinetic with it and all of that stuff. Also may use this channel a little bit more for opining and talking about other things beyond just music stuff too. Talking about all sorts of things that I'm interested in, because that's the thing. And that was always the plan. The other thing about this year that was just dicey was politics. Wow, what a year for that. And I found that with the last couple of iterations of the Second Cup that I was doing, I was motivated to speak much more on social issues and politics. And while I think that is important, I did notice that technology and big tech is not really keen on everybody talking about stuff all the time. And one of my videos got held back, which was a little infuriating because I was speaking my heart about what's going on in the world. And I don't think we should be censored in that way, but it's a free platform. So I understand that they can do what they want. I believe the video is now available, been reviewed for me to put back up, and I just haven't done it because it seems like there was enough political talking and divisiveness in everybody. Yeah, a book club, but a tunes club, exactly. But yeah, like I think we should talk about politics, but online is not always the best place to opine about political matters, especially when they're sensitive and they're dealing with people's livelihoods and emotions and real things. So looking to have a better conversation, not only with myself and my own neighborhood and family, to share that in better ways with everybody. I know a lot of people got real upset with a lot of people based on everything, and have blocked people on social media and aren't talking to one another and stuff like that. And that's certainly not what I think is what the world needs. I think that what the world needs is for all of us to do the opposite. I think we actually need to have good, substantive, respectful dialogues about everything that's going on in the world, so that we can better understand what's going on in the world and better understand each other and how we can support each other. Because that's ultimately what I think everybody really wants to do, is support one another and love one another and be a part of the world at large. And there is certainly a better way to do that than being divisive. So I'm hoping to be a better part of bringing people together through music and cats and Star Wars and puppies. I like dogs too. And coffee. I'm a big fan of coffee, which is, sort of the idea with the second cup. So yeah, I'm going to quit rambling. I only wanted this to be a few minutes and it's been about 15 minutes. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I may hop on and do a second cup tomorrow. So if you're subscribed, thank you. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. There's a lot of stuff to see on my channel, and I promise I'll be posting more stuff. And if you're interested in when I do go live or when I do post more stuff, I guess you can hit the bell icon and it will tell you when I go live for all that stuff, especially since I'm not really operating on any kind of a schedule or anything. Yeah, absolutely. Political issues are so personal, it would be good to have a platform to discuss without being hurtful to one another. Yeah, and I would like to certainly be a better part of that stuff. But the internet, it's real hard to read anybody. Tone of voice, body language, just thinking about boundaries and how to be respectful to our fellow people and souls. Like there's a good way that we can do that. So I'm going to do my part. And hopefully that will inspire others to do what they can as well, where they can. So yay. All right. Again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell icon so you know when I go live on all that stuff. My website is still in development. That's been going on all year. And that's, again, 100% my fault. One of my best friends, Adam Fox, is helping me with all that stuff. And it's me dragging my feet. I need to get with him. Because there is going to be new music coming too. I promise. I'm very inspired to release some new music, and I'm letting go of some ideas. One of the reasons I've held up on finishing the Drive record was I had this vision for a full double gatefold vinyl album. And the world is just not working that way. So the good news is I have enough music to release that could be a steady stream of singles that I could release once every 4 to 6 weeks. So I may just start putting myself on a schedule of doing that to get some new music out so that by the time this whole thing shakes loose, I've got new music out there that I can tour with, and that maybe I have sold enough copies of enough singles, I will have the capital to actually get on some bigger tours and do some proper touring, because bigger tours do cost money, and I am committed to doing them. So at whatever point I can, I am going to do that. I'm going to do it with your help. So thank you guys for all of your support and everything. Merry Christmas. God bless you. And keep in touch. Let's talk soon. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you after that. Maybe a couple days after that. But you know what I'm saying. Thank you guys so much. Peace.